Doctors from Dubai and Iran are reaching out to recruitment agencies in New Zealand seeking relocation as the Middle East conflict intensifies. Their interest in Aotearoa could also bring some much-needed relief to critical GP shortage. Joining us this morning is Prudence, the Managing Director of ACCENT Health Recruitment. Morning, and thanks so much for joining us, Prudence. Tell us about this huge surge in interest.
Yeah, well, we've got, there's 10 million expats based in Dubai. They make up 90% of the population. So doctors from the UK, US, South Africa, Canada, Ireland, a lot of them working in Dubai are showing interest in coming to New Zealand now for obvious reasons.
And what were you seeing before to what you're seeing now, the interest?
Yeah, we'd get 2 or 3 CVs a week from the UAE, and now we got about 200 over the weekend, WhatsApp calls. The inbox sort of blew up, really.
And how do you process that?
Yeah, well, if it's a returning New Zealander, that's fantastic. You know, they've done their time in the Middle East, they've lived the expat lifestyle, and they may want to come home anyway. We're seeing people from the UK or the USA who are living in the Middle East have got to go through immigration, which takes about 20 working days to get residency, post all the paperwork and documentation. And the job offer, again, takes about a month by the time we do the screening and reference checking. And the registration, the medical counsel is excellent. So that takes about 20 working days post document checking as well. So the whole process, it takes sort of 1 to 2 months. Best case scenario. It is really good. Immigration and medical counsel doing a great job.
So, I mean, tell me about that. Is it something, we've obviously got a massive GP shortage in New Zealand. Is this likely to be very helpful? Look,
it will be helpful for New Zealand. It's people who may be deciding from the UK, maybe deciding to go and work in the Middle East, but they're now obviously thinking New Zealand is definitely an option. So we are looking to attract some really good medical staff. We need GPs, psychiatrists, radiologists, ED physicians, as well as midwives and some allied health as well.
Why do you think they'll be choosing New Zealand over anywhere else?
He tangata, always. The comments I get from people when they first arrive in the country is the customs guy, the airline staff, the taxi driver, my Airbnb host, the hotel staff, always the people. It's actually such a pleasure to do. I think I have my dream job because the people that come to New Zealand are motivated all for the right reasons. And, you know, often they bring their children. The children love the schools and thrive. And, yeah, it's easy to bring people in.
I mean, is there competition though? Because surely Australia is pretty close. They'll probably be an attractive country as well. Do you have to sort of make New Zealand more alluring?
Well, yes, and we say no snakes and spiders. That's the first thing. And Australia and New Zealand, a little bit of competition. Often it's family. Often we hear people have come on their honeymoon. They've visited, you know, up to 20 years ago, or they've looked after a patient from New Zealand, and they're really drawn to New Zealand as a country. Yes, Australia sometimes. Sometimes they go between New Zealand and Australia, but ultimately probably about 85% of our doctors stay in New Zealand, and they come for 1 year and they often extend their contracts, which is good.
What about culture though? I mean, obviously that's a big thing as well. When you're looking for doctors to come to New Zealand, do you have to look at that aspect of it as well? Will they fit into our culture?
Oh, absolutely. And we find that different countries have different challenges within their culture and the nuances, and a lot of the challenges that they say is, you know, food and service. You know, obviously American service is quite different. Food from different countries, from Asia we recruit a lot from. We go to London and Singapore and the Netherlands next week, and that's one of the things we concentrate on and say it is different. It's more relaxed, it's more friendly, but you do have to make an effort.
And what about salaries? How do our salaries, say, compare to the UAE and Israel, Iran?
Interesting. I worked in Bahrain many years ago and came back and bought a house. So that was, you know, that was happy days as a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
But now they actually compare quite not so favourably. For Dubai, for example, a GP will earn about 200,000, but have no tax and housing included, which is interesting. And in New Zealand, they'll earn 200,000 but pay tax. Sometimes they get their houses included. Some of the smaller rural practices offer a house and a car and a pony. So We want to, seriously, we want to bring people in and obviously give them what is important to them.
Hey, and if it's a pony, that'll bring them in.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So do you need to do a recruitment drive, or you just have to sit here now and these CVs keep coming? I'm still travelling to the UK next week, so we want to meet people in person. We go to the Netherlands and meet Dutch doctors in person, and it's really good just to see the whites of their eyes, talk about New Zealand. So much better than a Zoom. However, we're probably not going to the Middle East to recruit at this stage. No. Even to meet all the expats who want to come, we'll do Zooms. Right. Yeah. But in the next few years, we could see, we could hopefully replenish those the lack of GPs that we have in New Zealand. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. That is one positive to come out of it. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, Prudence. Thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks for coming in, Prudence. If I can, is it time?